registration form with stored procedures. Now I want to display the data in the HTML table within this same screen. So open your project. Here I'll try to open my project. Here you can see stop the debugging. Already we have written this code yesterday, checkbox details and all the other things. Now here what I will do means I'll try to go to my data access layer. This is your data access layer. I think this is your go to your data access layer. Here already I written one stored procedure to add the customer. Yes or no? Delete customer also I think I have written. Once I will check the stored procedure. Is it clear? Here you can go to your table. What is your table name here? Database name RMS. RMS 2020. That is your database name. There you can open. There you can see tables. There you can see one table with name customer. There you can see programmability. There you can see stored procedures. Yesterday we already created. In the last video we created add customer. Today we are discussing about delete customer. Right click modify. If you want to edit the procedure, you can modify. Right click and modify. Create procedure name, PROC underscore delete customer. And here get customer. I think I want to get the customer details. So this is your get customer. PROC underscore get customer. Copy this one. So here open your program. And here you can go to write one more method. After this you can declare public. Here I'll try to give enumerable. Enumerable of, here I'll try to give business objects dot customer. And here the name of the method I will give as get customer. Is it clear? And here I'll try to create the connection. SQL connection con is equal to new SQL connection of, here I'll try to give configuration manager dot connection strings of con str dot toString dot toString. And then here you have to open the connection con dot open of. Pass the procedure. SQL command is cmd is equal to new SQL command of procedure name comma con. Is it clear? And then mention that we are working with stored procedure. cmd dot command type is equal to command type dot stored procedure. I think there is no parameters, no need to write command type. Just execute the procedure. cmd dot execute reader. And the return type is SQL data reader dr. SQL data reader dr is equal to. Is it clear? And I want to store because always MVC always it will accept the data in the view. In MVC view will always accept the data. Like if you want to display the data in the form of table or drop down list, it will accept the data in the form of collection. So I'll try to create one collection here. List of business objects dot customer, i.e. some costs is equal to new collection object. Okay, now here what I will do, I'll try to write something like this. If dr dot has rows, and here I'll write one while loop, while dr dot read. If dr dot has rows, while dr dot read method is there, I'll try to write. I want to read the data from the data writer and store in one object. Business objects dot customer. In the last video I already explained, last but one, part 7 I think. Customer obj bo cust is equal to new customer of obj bo cust dot customer id is equal to dr of 0 dot toString. Similarly, obj bo cust dot customer name is equal to dr of 1 dot toString. Similarly, obj bo dot, here you can see the parameters so that you will get some clarity. Is it clear? This is your get customer. What are the, first you go to your table and open this one customer, you will understand. There you can customer ID, customer name, gender, hobby, gender. Obj bo custard gender is equal to dr of 2 dot toString. Next here you can give hobby. Obj bo cust dot hobby. Is it clear? Is equal to dr of 3 dot toString. and then here you can give customer type. Here I'll give obj bo cust dot customer type is equal to dr of 4 dot toString. I think dr of 0 is id column is also there, because in the procedure I have written select star, no, so id also will come. So here I'll change the id is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this one I will give 4, and this one I will try to give dr of 5 customer type, and then email id. Here I'll try to give obj bo cust dot email id is equal to dr of 6 dot toString, and then finally I'll give phone number. obj bo cust dot what phone number is equal to convert dot, I think big int I have given, no, too long, I will give convert dot 2 into 64, 2 into 64 of dr of what 7, is it clear? Something like this. So all the values are stored in the object, and I will add the object to the collection. What is my collection name? Custs, generic collection. So custs dot add of, I'll try to add the object obj bo cust, and then come outside of if, and here I'll try to write return collection. Is it clear? And outside close the connection, because always it is not in ASP.NET you have grid view control, but here you have, okay na, if you want to display the data in the drop down list control or your HTML table, you have to write this code. Collection is very important, because it will always return the collection type. IEnumerable is the super interface. Every collection is a predefined class. Collections are used to store group of objects. Whenever you want to store group of objects, then you have to create what? Collection. Collections are used to implement data structures in .NET. Data structure is used to store and manipulate data. So actually we are getting the data. Here you see, this is your front end, this is your front end, this is your database. Your actual original data is stored in database. Now in middle server is there. In server your application is running. Now your server will communicate with the database. Database will give the result. That result is stored in collection. This is your collection. We are storing the result in collection, and again we are reading the data from collection and displaying in the front end. In middle layers are also there. Anyway, we already know that one. Did you understand? This is your code for data access layer. Yes or no? Now here similarly I will copy the same method. Go to service layer. This is your service layer. In your service layer, what I will do, I will declare one more method. Is it clear? Here you declare one more method, get customers. Now service layer will interact with data access layer. Obj dal cust dot get customers. Return is IEnumerable. Now go to your customer controller. Here what to do, I want to write the code inside the get method. So go to your, observe the previous video to understand this code. So here what to do, after this at the end of the hobbies, I'll try to write, I'll try to get obj sl cust dot get customers, and the return type is IEnumerable of business objects dot customer. IE is equal to IE cust, something like this. So I'm this is presentation layer. No, presentation layer will interact with data access layer, service layer. Service layer will interact with the data access layer. Data access layer will interact with the database. Database will give the result back to which layer? Service layer. Data access layer, vice versa to front end. Now store this result in temp data. Here I'll write something like temp data of IE is equal to. Now I will try to go to my view, and I will try to write my code. Already we have the view. If you want to see the view, go to Solution Explorer. There you can see presentation layer. That is your RMS. There you can see views. Open this one. There you can see controller, home controller, index.cshtml. Open that one. Index.cshtml. And here you already written the code yesterday. In the last video, if you watch, you will understand. Here what I will do, after this submit button, I will throw the cursor to the next line. And here I'll try to open one HTML table, and here I'll try to open one tr tag, and here I'll try to open one th tag, and here I'll write something like I want to display the customer ID, and again th. Here you see, if you want to know the column names, you can see here. Here I want to display the customer name. Is it clear? Customer name. And here again open one more th. Here you can display the gender. All the columns I'm displaying here. And again open one more th. Here I'll display the hobby. Is it clear? And again open one more th. Here I'll try to display the customer type. And again here you can open the one more th. And here you can display the email ID. And here you can see the phone number. Again open one more th. Here phone number. Is it clear? And outside this, here I'll try to write one for each loop. For each where item in collection, temp data. Temp data of what is my name? Temp data of IE. Go to index.cshtml. Temp data of IE as IE enumerable of business objects dot customer. Is it clear? Here I will try to display the again open tr tag and again open td tag. I'll try to display at the rate item dot customer ID, and here I'll try to display customer name, gender, hobby, customer type, email ID, phone number. Is it clear? Here I'll try to write something like at the rate item dot. Here I'll try to give customer name, and then here I'll try to give at the rate item dot gender, at the rate item dot gender, and here I'll give at the rate item dot hobby. I think hobby is there. Yes, at the rate item dot customer type. Custom. You see the property names clearly, don't confuse. See, in the last class I declared these properties. Customer type, hobby. Is it clear? These you have to give. Customer type and hobby. Okay, na? Hobby, yes. And then we have to display email ID. Here you can display at the rate item dot email ID. You have to spend some time to complete the project. Just watching means there is no use. Parallelly you watch, pause, and again you try to complete it parallelly. Did you understood? So my data is, I want to display the data in the front end. Let us see once build the solution, and once debug and check the output. Is it clear? Customer type, I think don't display the, see here, don't confuse. In the business objects you have the properties now. Yeah, this one you have to give, not this one. Don't display the collection properties. These individual properties you have to display. Go to index.cshtml. Here you can give customer type, something like this. Press F5. Check the output. So whenever you insert the records in the front end, I want to display the values in the HTML table. CRUD operations, we are covering all the models with ADO.NET, with ADO.NET with stored procedures. In the next video, we'll discuss about entity framework with database first approach, code first approach, like that. All of you try to like, share and subscribe for more videos. Is it clear? Let us see here, all of you once. This is your data displayed. Customer ID. I'll insert one more details. Customer 3. Here I'll give John. Here I'll give male. Here I'll give playing, singing. And here I'll give customer type VVIP customer. And here John at the rate some gmail.com. Phone number, I'll give some phone number. Click on save. Now, is it clear? Here you can see the details are saved. That is how you can work with this CRUD operations. For more videos, try to like, share and subscribe. The next video will discuss about entity framework. Thank you. Have a nice day. IE cust. This is what you can write.